Hi, it's Paula from Paula Quilting. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video I will be working with those tiny squares and rectangles. The squares I bought some time ago as a big mystery scrap bag. I used some of it when I was making cover for the tissue boxes from tutorial Quilting Projects 28. These are so small that I can't imagine making a large project out of them, but happy to mix up with something as I go. I spent some time ago making those small blocks using squares and cutouts from snowballing and other triangle scraps. So I will be continue today to make more of those blocks, and that will be kind of basis of my quilt. As a second element, I would like to use those blocks from tutorial Scrap Buster 57 Mushroom Bonanza. I had two sizes of those blocks. I used the bigger ones in something else, and I've still got those smaller ones to use up. I don't yet have a plan how to use all of it together, but that's all the fun when we're working from scraps and some UFOs, so we'll see how it goes. So I'm starting from making more of those tiny blocks. I divided my triangles into smaller and larger, and will make two sizes of those blocks. Not sure if I use both of them, but just, you know, to use up the scraps, it's okay. I made them in batch of 4 for each size. It's quite a manageable number to finish, especially if you don't have all day to work on it. When tidying up the edges to add another one of triangles, I only focus on making the sides straight. I don't kind of measure the angle. It doesn't matter if it's gonna be in the middle or not in this point. So here they are, finished elements. Again, I will not square all of it up individually, but only those edges as needed to kind of put them together in pairs and then in 4 patches. I'm using a thread and chain piecing here to keep it all together in the pairs as I've kind of designed them. Here they are sewn together. I didn't want to square them up again at this age to not lose overall design. So I'm just tidying up the edges and to make them straight. And I decided to use a plain fabric from my stash 2.5-inch strips to make the border, and then I will square them up. So the mushroom block, which is the biggest one kind of in the stack, is 7.5-inch. So I'll be matching all the other blocks to the same size. When squaring up, I don't worry to get them kind of exactly in the center, and if possible I make them even more twisted, so it's kind of its wonkiness all along throughout the project. Now it's time to decide on the layout, and so I can see how many blocks I still need to complete. I think this layout, as you can see, looks quite nice with all of those blocks. I now need to bring the corner blocks to the size. Again, those elements I'm using in the corners are from the same tutorial from the mushrooms. And then I have to decide what I would like to put in the center. I decided to use dark plain fabric for the corner elements. I don't have that color anywhere else, so I think it will kind of bring it up and stand out nicely. And for the center, I'm using another donation block. So before we carry on with the project, let's just round up where you can find me and how you can support my work. First of all, please subscribe to my channel and watch videos as I'm posting them without skipping the adverts, please. Please comment against the videos because that helps to push them out to wider audience, and don't forget to share with your quilting friends. Join my network either on Facebook or Instagram. All the links how and where are in the description below. Where you see my posts either on Facebook or Instagram, please like, share and comment on them. If you like to add something extra, I've got now membership available through the YouTube. You can also use a super thanks on YouTube or buy me a virtual tea, coffee or lunch using a form on my website. You can also support me by subscribing to my newsletter via my website. That will help me to notify you when I publish new videos or blog posts, or maybe there are some items available to purchase on my website. However you decide to support this channel, thank you very much for being here, and I hope you enjoy the content. Here it is, finished top. I decided to add a border to it just so it gets a little bit bigger. I found in my stash a stack of squares, and I kind of added a little bit of 2.5-inch strips to bring it to the size I needed. I think it nicely fitted with the rest of the design here. To make my borders fit perfectly, I use a process described in this tutorial. It works for me 100% times, so if you have a problem with your borders getting wonky, maybe that's something you can kind of try. So with the borders, it made nice donation size for project liners. I have few of those blocks left as well from the scraps, so you may see them sometime in another quilt top from leftovers. So let me know what you think about the quilt. Will you try to make those tiny blocks? Perhaps you've got some similar scraps as I did. Let me know if you completed any UFO recently, and if so, don't forget to share on my Facebook group page or tag me on the Instagram. All details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching me today, and see you next time.